All right, now we need some parsley to actually scatter to the plate. So let's grab the plate, hide the shrimp and crumb for now. So to make the parsley, actually draw something. Let me grab from another screen a mask, drop it right there, right? And inside the empty setting, let's go ahead and maybe make it 2 centimeters, 20 millimeters, maybe 30 millimeters, right here. So you have a parsley mask, and let's go ahead, enable the selectable, and make it not to be selectable. So find out the best way to make something like this is actually making it with some blobby mesh. So while this plate is selected, let's go ahead and hit add, and let's go to the metaball and ellipse right there. Let's start with the base. And duplicate, go up, duplicate, go up, duplicate, go to the side and up. Let's make this one bigger. So hit S. Now fill the bigger areas like that. Just hit Shift D, duplicate, and move to the new position. Can start from down here or continue from up. Maybe here, and fill this big area with a bunch of copies. And let's go from down here with this smaller. Don't worry about the shapes being crumbled together. We actually combine them to a single mesh. They are going to be joined together. I'm just hitting Shift D and moving the metaball to your position. Of course, you can use mirror, but actually wanted to have a little bit of randomness. Right, that's the base shape. So let's hide this one and grab every metaball all the way here and hit Shift, grab them all, and Control A, apply geometry, visual geometry to mesh. Now it's a single mesh. So let's go ahead and scale it towards x-axis, basically flattening that. Now this is the geometry right there. You see the duplication being crumbled together. So just to be safe, apply the scale and go to the scope mode. And let's see what we working with right now. So I want it to be remeshed. So let's go sample this and make it a little bit denser. So 0 point maybe 2 remesh. And from right view, let's go ahead and move some of these edges around, make it a bit more random. let's go to the mesh filters and maybe smooth a bit right there. You actually need a bunch of polygons to actually sculpt on top, then bend things around. So it's back to the front view and a new wire. And let's go make some veins. Maybe make it a bit thicker. Yeah, good. And with the draw sharp, go ahead. First of all, add a multi-res subdivision and bunch of subdivision. Let me test the density. Yeah, that's enough. So make it negative. And let's go from center first all the way to the top, and two more center pieces, and one goes here, maybe one goes here, here, and here. Another one goes here and here. Yeah, maybe a little bit right there. Right, like that. And for the back, let's go positive. Right about here. You can add more detail, but let's leave that to the material. So back to the object mode, and the viewport level is actually 0. Let's go 2. And to be able to use bend, maybe, let's go and apply the scale one more time. So let's bring back the plate just to compare the size. It's actually good. So I'm gonna grab this parsley. So let's go ahead and change the name to parsley, and let's move it to the side. I'm not gonna change the shape of this one. So this is our reference. So let's go ahead and from right view, first of all, shift and right click to move the cursor right here, to the cursor right here, and add a lattice. So it was 30 millimeters, right about here, maybe even a little bit bigger. So S, make it bigger than actual parsley. All right, now let's go make it smaller in depth and resolution. So add one there, and maybe 5 by 5. Yeah, that might be enough. So back to the actual parsley, and let's go add a deform and lattice. Where is it? Lattice, right there, and choose your lattice. So I'm gonna leave this one as it is. Oh, first of all, let's go ahead and enter edit mode for lattice. Let's test the lattice. Good, but undo, back to the mesh, drop the geometry viewport of level. So now let's test it. Yeah, it's really smooth. All right, I passed the test, so script that back there and exit the edit mode. So then we need another parsley. Can copy these two, grab them both, duplicate, and put them in the place. But before that, we need to actually make a bunch of copy of this shrimp, put them in the plate. So let's look at here. We have 3 in the row. So you have 2 options actually. One being duplicate the actual geometry and put them into place. Another, let me make the outline visible. Another one is to make instance from the shrimp collection. So the way that work is by going to add menu, Shift A, and instance the shrimp collection, making a collection that's a instance of the shrimp. We can't do anything or can change anything on this one. And being instance, it's actually counting in the statics. So I don't like this kind of situation. I need to have an option to change some of this randomness and maybe add some seed, scatter differently or with different masks. But this one doesn't have that much option, so I'm gonna use the first option and basically duplicate the shape. So I'm gonna go ahead in the local axis. Let's go and first of all make a camera. So Shift A, let's go camera. Where is it? Camera. It's actually making it in the 3D cursor. So first cursor to board origin. And also, let's go ahead and add a new collection. Camera and possibly lights, maybe. So add a camera and let's go to the end panel, view and camera to view and hit 0 on numpad. Now we can point the camera to wherever you want. So let's find the closest angle to this one. Oh, first of all, let's go to the camera setting. It's 50. Yeah, 50 is good. 35 or 50, maybe. Maybe let's make it more flat. So 50 is enough. So rotate the camera, move maybe over here. Not bad. And uncheck this one. So now let's go ahead and rotate into local axis right about here and here, and move it maybe over here. A little bit more rotation. Yeah. So now hit Shift D and put this one back. I want to speed up the video and scatter them around. You might need to change some of these around, move them, rotate them, but the overall is not bad. So let's see that in the actual render. Yeah, acceptable. So, and save, and next we need to add some parsley around. Before do anything, before put the parsley leaves on the plate, let's go ahead and detach the tail from the body. The reason why I attached them in the first place was to be a little bit easier to put them on the plate and rotate them around and that kind of stuff. But now, because of the synced subdivision level, it's a bit annoying. So first of all, let's go ahead and detach them. I'm just gonna work with just a single shrimp. I'm gonna do the others off camera. So to detach them, first of all, let me isolate the shrimp and enter the edit mode. So hit tab, enter edit mode, and grab a face from the shrimp and Ctrl L to select the island and Ctrl I to invert the selection, then P and by selection. So now they are separate meshes. So one more thing is, because we actually painted the weight paint in the higher level, as you can see, if I go up, it's actually changing the behavior of the crumbs. So I'm going to bring this back to the level 1 and actually apply the subdivision. So we might need to paint around a bit more. There are a lot of empty areas, but let's do that after putting the lifts. So going out of isolation, let me shade and smooth this mesh. Yeah, it's good. So back to the parsley. Let's add one level of subdivision to be able to see the veins actually. And select the lattice, shift select the parsley, and Ctrl P, pattern to object. So if you move the parsley, the lattice will follow the parsley. So grab both lattice and parsley, shift D, duplicate, hit enter, and let me use this multi-transform thingy. And let's drop the resolution a bit. Move it maybe over here and 90 in the y-axis. So R and Y and 90. No, R, Y minus 90, right? And rotate a bit kind of over here. All right. Now grab the lattice, parsley, and plate, isolate them because it's seen as a little bit heavy to work with. So let's enter edit mode for the lattice. And let's try shaping this kind of like the concept. So let's go local. Maybe a little bit here. and a little bit on the tip. Alrighty, now let's go object mode. That's good. Back out of isolation. And I'm gonna do that a couple of times. Maybe copy this, put it maybe over here, rotate it a bit, and to see that from a different side, and do maybe a 2 or 3 more. So I'm gonna speed up the video from now on. Alright, that's enough parsley. So next would be add some materials. So let's go shading then.